Violence, like physical violence, abuse, mainly that, and verbal violence as well. I mean, no one likes to hear bad words, abuses. So that's violence. Again, privacy and freedom.
For me, violence is crossing anybody's boundary, getting abusive, or doing anything that a person has set a limit to, and you just cross that over.
When you are physically hurting someone.
Is it only physical? Is violence only physical?
No, it is not. But from the word violence, I relate it to physically hurting someone. The very first thing which comes to my mind is physically hurting someone.
I think for me, violence is crossing somebody's boundaries, be it physically or emotionally, and doing it in an impulse, maybe.
Violence is some kind of harm that you do to a person or something that is done to you. It can be physical, mental, symbolic violence.
Like abusing you when you don't want to be, intimately, I guess.
With partner violence, I would say it is when your partner beat your boyfriend or your husband or your wife, even, and your girlfriend. They just cross a line and they do body shaming, or they just try to take an advantage that just because you are in a relationship they can say or do anything. But I think that's not.
That the person you love, the person you believe you love at least, is the person who's hurting you in some sense, is hurting you maybe physically, maybe mentally, not listening to what you want, what you don't want. So I think that is what it is.
Intimate partner violence is some violence through somebody or on somebody who is very close to you, be it emotionally or physically.
Someone, your partner or someone who's very close to you, that does some kind of mental or physical harm to you. That's intimate partner violence.
इंटीमेट पार्टनर तो मुझे लगता है कि सबसे पहले जहन में मुझे डोमेस्टिक वायलेंस जैसे टर्म्स आते हैं, जहाँ पे मियाँ बीवी के जो झगड़ा होता है, या फिर मैंने देखा है कि मॉडर्न रिलेशनशिप्स में भी टॉक्सिक इतने हो जाते हैं रिलेशनशिप्स कि वहाँ पे भी वहाँ पे भी वायलेंस होती है. एंड इट इज़ वेरी शॉकिंग टू मी कि ऐसे लोग जो पढ़े लिखे और अवेयर हैं बहुत, वो भी उस अब्यूज़ के ख़िलाफ़ नहीं बोलते, क्योंकि आपको टॉक्सिक रिलेशनशिप्स में यू डोंट इवन रियलाइज़ दैट बहुत अब्यूज़िव हो चुका है तो उस हद तक. और फिर जो कन्वेंशनल रिलेशनशिप्स हैं वहाँ पे तो वो पूरी लेजिटिमेसी वहाँ पे प्राप्त है आपको कि आप जो भी करें, क्योंकि पूरा सिस्टम ही आपके ख़िलाफ़ है.
Yeah, obviously it is violence. It is abusing and then apologizing is not a thing. Like, okay, fine, you're apologizing, that's great, but if it repeats, then it's totally not fair.
And what if it's just a one-time incident in the relationship?
Depends on the situation, like on what scenario it happened, and if it's my fault or maybe it's a mutual fault, then it's fine. Otherwise, and also depends on if it's happens on a private note, like only me and my partner, then it's more forgivable than in a public place. See, that's then not that's not a good relation then. He should understand. If he's not, then I'll think I should move on. Not technically, but it's kind of insult only, but I won't take it anyway. Like if
It's a part of psychological or emotional.
yeah, it is. Yeah, it is.
I think up to some extent maybe yes, but I don't think I would take it in that sense. Maybe I will be a little bit skeptical about it, but I will do tell him that what you're thinking is not correct, and I like the way I am, so you're no one to judge or comment on my figure.
I think definitely it's a part of violence. It's more subtle than physical or emotional violence. But I think it comes to violence because I'm not letting somebody be comfortable about his or her own body with me in a relationship.
जी, जैसे मैंने शुरू ही किया कि मानसिक वायलेंस, मानसिक शोषण भी एक होता है, उसे भी हम हिंसा का नाम दे सकते हैं। तो मेरे हिसाब से जी, उसे भी आप वायलेंस कह सकते हैं, दैट इज़ ऑल्सो अब्यूज़। और क्योंकि मानसिक वायलेंस की बात है तो वो उसे भी मैं वायलेंस का ही दर्जा दूँगा।
Sometimes, there are situations when you're when you're not comfortable talking about something to a person because of their behavior towards it. Like, for example, someone is body shaming me, or someone is blackmailing me for some reason. I'll show your nudes to other people. When some kind of situation, something like that arises, that I think is mental violence, torturing in terms of like blackmailing and that sort of stuff.
Not technically again, but then it is a kind of violence if he is not able to, sex is something mutual. So it should be mutual, and if he is trying to pressurize me, then I'll just cut it off there, and maybe we'll not have it at all. So that's better.
Yes, because as I said, there's a boundary that a person had created or just wanted the other person to respect. But of course, when they did not respected that and they did not even negotiated with it, it is violence.
Definitely, that is a violence. Definitely, I would call that a violence, because taking contraceptive is very important, and if I am willing to take in contraceptive, then I think he should also be taking that precaution and going ahead, rather than he should be, because it's between both the partners, so both of them if agree to one thing, then it should happen.
Firstly, if I'm a decent person, I should let her take her decision. But somewhere along the line, I think it is important to discuss if she has a different opinion on something, so that would lead to a better relationship in the future. But if she's saying no to something, I cannot, persuade her to do so.
I think there should be some kind of legal framework. I don't know if there is a lot of discussion on it because I haven't followed it. But there should be a legal framework where these sort of definitions are there, or like operational definitions of what is blackmailing in an intimate partner violence, what is like body shaming.